Et salut à tous pour la troisième vidéo. Ils font quoi ces deux-là là? D'accord. Ça fait grave du bien au dos en vrai ça, hein. Je vais attendre un peu avant de couper leur animation du futur. Non mais c'est bon, c'est bon. C'est bon, on a compris. Eh, y a moyen d'arrêter ou pas? Oh, oh. Ok. Ah oui. Donc la benne. Est-ce que je me heal? Pourquoi pas, de toute façon je vois pas le problème. Allez hop. Ça je laisse tomber. Il y a plein de bouteilles hein. Avec le sac là, putain j'avais un sac, je me ferais des thunes. Allez. Qui sert? Ok. Ok. De pâté. Oh yeah. Ouais bon ça, c'est pas l'avenir, c'est le présent. En même temps, s'il livre des livres, s'il livre des livres, ouais ouais, sur les crimes, ça peut être logique. Hein. T'es qui toi?
Hello, sir.
Ah
Step right
net.
in. The store is open.
Ok. Mais si j'ai pas envie, la loi c'est moi. C'est vraiment une phrase d'entrée de fou.
Are
Bonjour.
you interested in a new and exciting book?
Vas-y.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Dis-moi comment tu t'appelles Annette. Tu t'appelles Annette?
My name is Annette, sir.
Hmm.
My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store.
Ah oui.
She's inside minding the
Ah oui oui
register
oui. Avec
or
l'Interphone,
organising
on
the
avait
stock.
vu qu'ils avaient fermé je sais pas quoi. Plaisant, je l'ai vu. Ils sont reliés avec Kuno là, 2B.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Ouais, tu te les gèles?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Oh, elle est déter. Hein. J'espère que t'es payé. Hein.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold.
J'ai pas envie de lui donner mon manteau. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire pour l'aider à part ça? Rien. Un brave petit soldat.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. Crime fiction is about murders
Ça,
or
les crimes.
burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
Bon bah apparemment je dois lui dire que je suis policier.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Ah c'est vrai qu'il faut que j'aille dans la voiture de dire j'ai pas de badge.
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Ah bah attends, on sort pas tout ça dick hein. Un agent vespertine. Avant j'étais exactement comme ce Mulen, puis j'ai décidé de vivre ma vie à fond. Ah ouais, super vie ouais. Ce n'est pas le corps qui compte quand on bosse dans la police, c'est ça, la tête, ouais. Bon, je vais pas lui détruire son rêve, je vais dire waouh, comment il est stylé.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Un raté.
We can talk about something else if you want. Something nicer.
Tu t'aurais pas été à
I
l'école?
do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
C'est pas plus important?
Mum says it's
L'école?
necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Et comment vont les affaires?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Je vais pas dire oh ça tourne bien alors. Maudite, comment ça?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go,
En faillite.
exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
Ça me semble assez sérieux. Je vais fourrer mon nez là-dedans.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes.
Pas demander ton avis toi?
Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Comment cette malédiction se manifeste-t-elle?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were asking about Dick Mullen.
Ce qu'on va voir.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Que sais-tu à propos des autres entreprises qui ont coulé?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Bon ok, je te laisse tranquille. Je me caresse le menton.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Les biographies de qui?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old,
Ah ouais.
or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
J'avais encore une question en tête. Mais j'en ai pas. A plus. Allez, on va voir ta daronne. Ouh, je sens que je vais y passer du temps là. D'ailleurs, j'ai pas l'impression de faire la quête, hein, mais
The
bon,
display
faudrait
rack
pas.
is brimming with worn paperbacks
Emdal.
featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere. Rows and rows of Hyundala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundai and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundai. Return to Hyundai, and the solipsistic Man from Hyundai and the Hyundai Man.
Ok, c'est bon, j'ai compris.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyundai novels.
Oh. Allez.
A twinge at the back of your
Yes.
head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
C'est quoi
Your
ça?
hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hyundai in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man.
Là, je vais loin là, hein?
She's laughing at him, belittling him.
Ok.
Between the throne and the Hyundai man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's
C'est stylé,
headdress
ça.
looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyundai and the Devil Woman. The
Intéressant.
display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyundai novels.
Oui, je dois je sais pas combien de balles à l'autre là. Non merci, t'as pas de la thune plutôt. Oh, tous les trucs. Ah, je préfère ça, c'est bien sûr. Ok, très bien. Kiffe la truite.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Wirral.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Ouais.
A towering mountain of
vraiment.
colorful board game boxes and
Je
Wirral
suis pas le mec de
codices.
l'encyclopédie, moi. Je pense que j'aurais pu apprendre des nouvelles caractéristiques, mais bon. Concours de Zob. Ça, je l'ai pas fait, ça. Ok. Attends, quoi? Je peux inspecter le corps, là, ça veut dire. Il y a une arrière-boutique. Voilà, on va te parler.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous
Ah
People.
oui, c'est le que j'ai eu à
My name
l'interphone.
is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Je sais déjà que c'est la propriétaire. C'est un drôle de pendentif que vous portez là.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
C'est tout. Non, je vais pas demander la thune. T'es la propriétaire. Je le sais déjà.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Vive les librairies. Mais oui, je sais que je...
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
La fille nous a dit que c'était maudit.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Bon, très bien.
Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly.
D'accord. Conseille-moi un livre.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
C'est peut-être ça la curse.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
C'est celle qui plaint.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Bien sûr.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Bien sûr.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
Son opinion sur la fille dépend de la capacité de celle-ci à vous pousser à entrer dans la boutique. Je vais dire que c'est pas mon truc de donner des notes. Hein.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales
d'accord.
practices and market research.
Allez, on va dire qu'elle
I
était très
expect
gentille.
an answer. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
C'est vrai que de faire travailler les enfants, je suis pas d'accord. Hein.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
Oh là là, si je dis ça, allez vas-y, go.
You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening.
Vous la payez combien?
Good sir. What does a young child do with money anyway?
Ouais, d'accord.
No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there.
Slap the cuffs on her.
Pourquoi je ferais ça?
Oh, of course, officer. Good work. Are we done with the jokes now?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Chère dealeuse de bouquins, salut. Bon, j'ai vu là le petit truc là, ça m'a l'air très intéressant, mais... On va voir s'il y a d'autres livres qui m'attirent.
These shelves are overburdened
Ah,
with
les
books from the same
policiers.
series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Ah, le fameux Dick.
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends.
Ah oui, ça va faire bientôt 3 heures de jeu, j'ai pas une seule... J'avance pas dans mon
What's
truc, moi.
more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Allez, oui.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen.
Ok, d'accord.
A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the piano. Turns out he faked to solve a case.
Ah oui, d'accord. Y a-t-il d'autres?
Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen.
Ah, ok, j'ai même pas envie de
Tragedy
savoir.
calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer.
Ah oui, d'accord.
In order to catch a murderer, come on. This is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away, sitting in an armored motor carriage.
Ok, ok.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Il est où ce gars?
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once
C'est
a
dans le
month.
livre.
It's not that interesting.
Ok.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here.
T'as oublié de dire une fois Chester a simulé sa propre mort là. Hein. T'es nul, Mac.
Gosh, why?
Un des civils reste scotché, le cheveu bugle.
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
Franck la tatane.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Faut que je tente, hein. J'ai encore raté de toute façon, mais...
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken
Faudrait que je
Identity.
regarde si ça me donne vraiment les stats.
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
Non, non, non.
Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
Non.
Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on?
Ah, d'accord.
Yes,
Non,
it
non.
is. The bulge in your pants is embarrassingly obvious.
Ah, d'accord.
Relax. It's not that bad. Also, this means your blood flow is returning to normal. Good news, really.
Something the matter, detective?
Ça
The
va, ça va.
lieutenant nods. You think you detect the
Et après,
faintest
t'achètes le
trace
livre.
of a grin on his face, but you can't say for certain.
Ok. Oh putain, ça va être long encore. Ça va, ça va, ça va, ça va. Voilà.
The plaque on the shelf reads,
Je suis désolé hein,
Biographies
pour les
of
puristes du
famous
jeu qui
people.
veulent tout faire, mais là je vais aller
You
un peu
see a
vite.
large variety of names, none of which ring. Browsing through all the books with all their names
Aucun n'est
makes
pareil
your head
important.
spin.
Ah bon bah.
Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads,
Mais c'est tout ça pour
Love
acheter un livre en fait.
Chronicles. Next to
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
she understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
Ah
I'm
ouais, je suis en
sorry,
train de
I
la
did
faire
not
chier.
mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Ah ouais, donc c'est peut-être une bonne strat.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol,
Ah.
and a map of Martinez.
Regarde la carte
The
de
north coast
Revachol.
of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's
C'est
the
la
worst.
pire. Et Martinez.
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Ça a l'air déprimant en effet. Hein.
No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Carte
It's
de
not
Martinez.
really a map. It's a tourist thing.
Ah d'accord.
A picture postcard with buildings on it,
C'est à 3 ans.
drawn
alors.
from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Ah, fais la meuf.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Je sais même pas.
That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed... They didn't get that far, for some reason.
Putain, j'aurais bien aimé l'acheter.
A shame the project never got going.
Oh non, non, je veux pas la
Would
voler.
be nice.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range. Amidst the various books, you find what the point of the book and many others on it.
Intéressant, ouais.
Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
Ok. Putain, j'aurais bien aimé l'acheter. J'aurais le vendre des trucs.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Je vais demander gentiment.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the
Bien
more
sûr.
alluring they become.
Étrange breloque en forme de cage. Ça, je veux savoir.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Ouais, super.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish
Allez,
head
moi je les
charm at
ouvre.
this time.
Rien à
The
foutre.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries,
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
J'ai besoin d'entrer
Why?
là-dedans.
It's not like anyone was killed there.
Ouais. Non, non, juste à côté en fait.
I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only
Oui.
make things worse and unleash the powers. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Allez.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Elle est malade elle.
Lies. Rip them open, we say.
Bah
There
oui.
is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Déchiré carrément.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Ah, elle fait du commerce d'artefacts chelous.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Ouais, ouais. Ah, c'est un homme, ok. Ouais, oui, androgyne, ouais, c'est un peu ce que je me disais.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it
Non,
down?
non, 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 je vais pas la défoncer, pas maintenant. Je frappais tout simplement.
Only an echo. No one is there. That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable.
Oh, je suis tenté, sa mère. Je vais rater, mais vas-y. Je suis encore niqué.
Ow, shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Ah, je me
Are you
mets une gifle.
alright? This looked pretty intense and painful, I must admit.
What is going on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door? I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits, or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of little charms and trinkets.
Ah, pour ouvrir ce lancer blanc, améliorez votre douleur transcendée grâce à des points de talent. D'ailleurs, en parlant de points de talent... Je peux améliorer des trucs? Non. Ok. Donc ça c'est toutes mes stats. Alors je trouve des heals hein, parce qu'à chaque fois je me fais défoncer. Donc, oui, il faut que j'aille revoir le cadavre. Apparemment j'ai raté. Putain, je fais rien. Donc ça me donne moins 1 en sang-froid le temps que j'intériorise. Putain, il y en a beaucoup, hein. C'est vraiment ouf. Allez, allez. Bon, tant pis. Je vais retourner voir le cadavre. Et salut, madame. Ouais, l'espace ça m'arrête en fait. C'est pour ça que la dernière fois ça m'avait fait un petit truc bizarre. Je vais retourner voir le cadavre. Donc il faut que je contienne mon envie de vomir, mais c'est pas ce que j'avais déjà fait. Les cuneaux là, c'est bon.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Non, mais si je fais ça, je vais vomir. Bon, vas-y, nique. Hein.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth.
Non, non, faut que je
More
me barre.
instant and more familiar than...
Bon. Ah, super les bruits.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out
Ouais, mais au moins,
until a
est-ce qu'on
pool
passe à la
of
suite?
vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Putain de macabé.
Keep it.
Merci.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Je vais en trouver où?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
D'accord, d'accord. Ça fait beaucoup de trucs, hein.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Ah, ok, ok. C'est pas pour maintenant là. Je pensais que c'était la première chose à faire de voir le cadavre pour commencer l'enquête quoi.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look over.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
On va aller voir dans son automobile là.
Before you stands a motor carriage.
Mais
The
stylé, quand même.
bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Ah bon? Et dis donc, ça fait du temps. Vous voyez, désolé, je lis pas tout ce qui est écrit, hein, parce que sinon j'aurais plus de salive et je serais obligé de la recharger pendant 3 semaines. Donc,
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
la boîte à
The
outils.
metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men.
Il y a Harry là.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Prendre le pied de biche, mais qu'est-ce que je devais ouvrir avec? Bon, on va le prendre.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth, what's
Oh.
useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Je vais tout prendre. Hein.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap go the cutters in your hand. It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
La
The
radio. Là.
frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Oh Alice. Ça fait longtemps que je te vois plus à la télé, Alice.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
J'ai réglé mon histoire de plaque déjà.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in, over.
Ah ouais, d'accord.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
C'est moi, je travaille dans votre poste.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
Ouais, over. Ça craint.
10-18, 10-20, over.
Non mais je sais pas.
State your
10-4 c'est pour dire
message,
oui.
sir. Over. Ten nine, repeat message, over.
Je te l'ai déjà dit.
10-4, message received.
Ah,
This
10-4.
is a very serious situation. I need to 1022 the captain. Over.
1022, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office
Non,
in
ça
school.
va aller.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge?
Ah, le Chester.
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
C'est vrai?
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Ouais, bien sûr.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Super.
Mullen dicked us.
Ah là là, le jeu de mots en anglais était pas mal. Hein.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's
Fais
going
chier,
on?
Encore Mike.
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
C'est bon, ils vont en faire tout un plat.
His
Hein.
badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Ten nine, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
Super.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Ah!
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
Ah! J'ai pas mon flingue.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
Ten nine, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Bah, je vais tenter, hein.
Lying
Wow!
over the phone, it's
J'ai
easy.
reçu un 17%.
Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain.
Ah, donc c'est pas le capitaine, lui.
Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Assistant
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but
What does he want now?
he's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
Oui, je suis
I don't
sérieux.
think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
Je vais retenter.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Ok, j'en arrête pas.
Request denied, sir.
Nothing is working.
Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
Judith TH, et là, il n'y a pas de TH. Est-ce que c'est peut-être écrit en anglais là?
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist,
Mac Torson, le
laughing
torse.
hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Ouais.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice?
Franchement,
He's a lost
les
man.
récits sont vachement élaborés hein, quand même.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Ah ouais, c'est ma pote en fait, Judith.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain, or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Ouais.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Wesh Alice, mets-moi avec Sylvie là.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Malaika.
Yes, hello?
Bonjour.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Je me souviens pas l'avoir déjà vu.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Tu veux qu'elle appelle la police?
No, not me.
Et pourquoi? Parce que c'est toi qui as trouvé le cadavre.
Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
Qu'est-ce que le syndicat a à voir avec ça?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Pourquoi vous avez laissé un cadavre pendu?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
On a pas tort en même temps.
No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
Et c'est qui les autres, ouais?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Ok.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
Quel genre d'histoire?
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally.
Ce fameux syndicat. Hein?
Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
Non, on va se calmer un peu.
You do? Oh. What else can I do for you?
Qui a passé l'appel?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Ah, super.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on.
Pourquoi vous avez démissionné?
You mean why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Bah, je veux savoir.
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Bah, vas-y, dis-moi.
You know who?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Ok.
Maybe, I don't know.
Est-ce que t'as vu mon insigne?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Comment tu sais?
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore. Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like
uniform. I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on, the disco things.
somewhere in a dank rental apartment. 2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover the floor. Things are not good. One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains apart. Goddamn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. Let's get the fuck out of there.
Bon, je voulais demander
He hasn't been here in days.
un petit café, hein.
No, absolutely not.
Ouch. That's like 20 points of pride damage
Wow.
right there, buddy.
J'étais sûr.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Dis-moi, dis-moi.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the whirling in
Vous êtes en
rags.
colère contre moi, pas vrai?
When she
Dites-moi,
was still
qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Je n'arrive pas à me souvenir de quoi que ce
I'm
soit.
not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. Just made me want to quit.
C'est quoi le skua?
The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Ah!
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
C'est pas moi ça.
Yes, well,
J'adore les oiseaux. Je vous ai donné envie de démissionner?
yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've
Ah,
ever
carrément.
seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place.
Ah! On va traiter de connard en
I've had
plus.
sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you,
Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait?
well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
Ça a l'air
And
intense.
then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
Avec des papiers de police.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Ouais.
The ones I had to rent out of your toilet.
Ils sont où?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
She's worried she might have accidentally done something bad. Then she remembers it's you.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Ah, fait la meuf. Hein.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
Bon, c'est vrai, je n'étais pas un bon
No,
locataire.
you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Bah, je vais pas lui dire tout ça, hein, pour le premier truc.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
Qu'est-ce que je chantais d'autre?
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Vas-y, identifie-moi.
Which one would that be?
Une qui était vraiment triste.
Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San Sanj. Richard, that write-up.
Ah, sympa.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Bon.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's over and out.
in the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Oh. Bon. On va vite fait voir les points de compétence. Comment ça marche? Améliorer le niveau. Ouais, j'améliore le niveau de ce que je veux. Alors moi je suis fort en psyché. Faudrait que j'aille voir ce qu'il faut pour le cadavre, pour monter le niveau là-dedans. Mais ça je le ferai plus tard. Est-ce que je vais ouvrir moi-même la caisse? Oh là là. Il y a plein de trucs à faire. Hein. Bon, on va arrêter là et on continuera l'enquête dans la prochaine vidéo. Salut à tous.